So it's week 2, day 1, and we level ourselves up in our chest and tri challenge by going heavier, working further, and pushing ourselves to new heights. Let's get ready, because we start now. So before we deep dive into our muscle building work, it's important that we get ourselves mobile and warm ourselves up properly. So I want you to follow me as I go into a standing chest fly. Open my feet shoulder width, softness in the knees, my hands out in front, and I'm gonna open the arms as big as I can, keeping a small bend in the elbows, and then closing this up. We'll go for 3 more, 2 more, and then just reach the back of the hands behind you, 1 more, and then shake that out. And then right into shoulder rotation, same stance. We're gonna take both arms at the same time, reach in front, palms facing in. We're then gonna simply reach around and create as much range as we can. Let's definitely reverse it and go all the way back, reaching in front. And we'll do that 2 more times all the way through. Right, we can't go into our stuff when we've got cold muscles. So this allows us to connect, warm things up, and we're just gonna move and feel better in just a couple moments. So last time, reaching back, try to touch the clouds above you, and then bring that down, give a small shake out. Next thing, we're gonna go into some scap activators. So you're gonna join me down into a high plank position. Feet are together here, shoulders stacked over wrists. We slowly allow the chest to sink while we maintain extension of the elbow, and then push the ground away, fill up that space in between your shoulders. 2 more times. And then 1 more, keep your core tight, don't allow your hips to sink. And then up we go, nicely done. Finally, we come up to standing. We open up that stance again, last mobility exercise. We're gonna reach out as tall as we can, lean back, pull wide and pull down, opening up this space in your chest, and I love this move, so we're gonna do it 2 more times. Inhale up, squeeze down, 1 more, and we hold at the very bottom for 3, for 2, and for 1. All right, we're warmed up. Let's get into our work from here. All right, so just finishing up our mobility warm-up, we're going right into our superset style workout. So first thing, we grab our dumbbells, we come down, we have 7 floor presses, supersetted by 7 neutral push-ups. Let's do it together. Come down to your back, open up your feet shoulder width, press those hips up, and we pull the elbow in and press for 1, 2, and I'm gonna make sure, 3, I'm gonna push through this resistance to extended arms. There's 5, 6, and 7. So no break here. You're immediately flipping over and bringing yourself into push-up position. We got 7. 1, 2, 3. Core tight here. Don't allow those hips to sink. 1 more time. And there's your 7. So we're gonna repeat again without your break, just keeping activity through your chest and triceps, which is why this works, because we keep so much tension in that push motion over and over again. So coming back to the top, hips up, squeeze your glutes, and we have 7 presses. 1, 2, 3. 2 left, and 1. Nice. All right, flip it over again, don't wait. Let's go, we're here for gains. That means we gotta push and do a bit more than we normally would. We got 7 with that push-up count. Let's go. Big exhale push, last 2, and fully extend to the top. And there's your 7. You can take a couple seconds just to shake, because we're gonna go into our next superset. Similar stuff, but we're gonna kick it into high gear, because we're gonna go into our 7 tricep floor presses. We're gonna pull everything tight, supersetted with your diamond presses again. So we gotta keep going. So coming down to our back, tricep press means once we bridge the hips up, we pull the elbows in towards each other. So as I lower down, the elbows almost scrape the rib cage, and then I press right back to my starting position. There's 3, and don't forget your breath. There's 4. 1 more. and there's your 7th. So we superset this work, which means there's no break. We flip over, everybody's favorite. We got those diamond push-ups here. So we're gonna pull the thumbs in close, hands under chest with your feet out wide, and we're down for 7. Really push the ground away from you. And here's 7. All right, we gotta do it again. We ain't here to take it easy, we're here for gains. So stay with me as we're gonna repeat again into that floor tricep press. Hips up, glutes are tight, and down. 7, 6, 5, 4, right through your resistance, push through, 3, 2, and I definitely felt that burn on that last rep. So I know you felt it as well. Flipping over again, back into our diamonds. We start this in 2 and 1. Let's go. And that 7 is the perfect number here because it's just enough to where I can feel some burn, but I can maintain good form until I get to my last rep. One more. And there's your 7. And that sweat's going, and I'm gonna shake and breathe. I want you to do the same because we're gonna get prepped for another superset. So it's 10 chest flies, 10 pullovers, and 10 skull crushes. We like that number 10. We're doing 3 rounds of this guy. So just a couple more moments to shake and breathe as we get ready for this big superset. We're on our back. Grab your weapons, and let's go. Chest flies go first. Once your hips are lifted, put a micro bend in the elbow, squeeze your glutes, and 1. Up. 2. Up. So we go for 10 here. And I want you to imagine that there's a big tree trunk right in front of you. Your goal is to hug that tree all the way around the trunk. So give that tree a big hug, keep that bend in your elbows. We're halfway home. Here's 6. Down. 7. 8. Beautiful. Keep working here. There's 9. And there's 10. No break. We're going to go right into your pullovers. Now we've got 10 of these guys. So as the elbow remains extended, we slowly lower behind. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Be careful that you're not dropping the weight behind you and trying to catch it before it hits the floor. No dropping and catching. We lower down, we keep control and tension, and we pull that work back over our chest. That was 7. Let's get it, y'all. 8. There's 9. Yep, I feel this working. And there's 10. Third exercise, we're gonna go right into crushers. So as we do the skull crush, bend at your elbow. Keep your elbow directly over your shoulder and press through. 2, 3, 4. I'm on 6, bending. There's 7. Be careful you don't allow that elbow to creep forward. The elbow remains above the shoulder. One more time. And your first round is done. So this is me taking 5 seconds just to reset. You can do the same. We're starting from the top because we got 2 more rounds. Chest flies. Bring us back up. Stay with me. Let's go to work. And open. Down. So if that imagery of hugging the tree, if that helped you, I want you to make sure to bring that back. If it allowed you to bring more tension into your chest, if it allowed you to stay away from dropping and catching, that's definitely how we want to work. That was 7. Here's 9, down, and 10. All right, keeping my hips up, glutes tight. Quick transition into my pullovers. 1. That's it. Good work in here. And at this point in the game, I'm definitely feeling this work. I feel this in my arms. I feel this in my chest. We got 3 left. And if I'm feeling it, I know you're feeling it as well. So we're gonna get determined. We're gonna dig in and work hard for 1 more. Down and up. and right into skull crusher. Bend and press. Now this exercise got its name for a reason. Let's be safe here, okay? No dropping over the head. We're gonna live to fight on another day. So that's why it's so important that we control these weights in both directions. And the benefit is big time strength and gains into those arms. 3, down, 2, down, and 1. And yes, I'm gonna take a few seconds because I felt that burn for sure on that last round. Third round, let's make this our best round as we get ready to move on from here. Chest flies, hips up, squeeze your glutes, push the feet down. Let's get it. Here's 1. Here's 2. Now here's a pro tip. This is what helps me as I do my flies. I'm trying to pull the inside of the elbow together each time I lift up. It's not enough to just lift the weights. So we want contraction, we want squeeze in the pecs. So as we do our last 2, pull those elbows together, try to make them touch, and that's how we get that big squeeze. All right, pullovers. There's 3. So we're gonna lengthen, control these weights back, but don't let them touch the floor. There's 4. I'm on 6. And 7. I tell myself, stay calm, work hard. I know you're feeling the work. Stay calm, work hard. Last 2. And 1. And that last move is your skull crusher. So starting with your first rep, we bend, press 1, bend, 2, 3. I got 6 done. Here's 7. Trying to move through that resistance at all times. 9 and 10. That's a hell of a superset if I've ever done one. So we're gonna take a couple moments to bring ourselves to our feet. We got one last round of work here. In the meantime, I'm gonna shake, stay loose for a sec. I want you to do the same. And we're gonna go into single arm work. So they call this unilateral work. We're gonna go overhead presses for 10 on one side, and then we'll kick back on the same arm as your superset. So you'll need one weight. I want you to stand up nice and tall, hand on your hip, brace your core tight. Make sure that your bicep is right by your ear. Think of it like the biceps whispering a secret right into the ear. You're gonna sink and press, and we're gonna go 10 reps of this overhead extension. Now, as I keep working, I wanna show you something from the side. The mistake is to let the hips tip back. Don't let this happen. Keep your hips right underneath, and then finish with that strong overhead press. Then we hinge and kick. 10, 9, 8. Elbow is up. 7, 6, and the back is flat here. 3, 2, we want extension. Kick it all the way back, and there's your 10. Switching sides, let's go. So we press up, hips stay underneath, hand on hip, bicep next to ear, sink, 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 go slow and controlled, and then up. I'll give you that side profile here. There's 3, 4, 6, 7. Be careful of that bouncing as well. Try not to go here as you're extending up. So we got one more, press through, and right into that superset. Hinge, back flat, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Woo, yes, we're feeling some burn here. I'm feeling it too. Keep that elbow high, and 2, last 1. And there it is. All right, so we did each side once. We got to do each side twice. We ain't here to take it easy. We're kicking it into high gear. So back to that first side. Hips underneath you. Press up. You ready? I'm ready. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Again, keep your hips directly underneath you. Your back's gonna thank you later. Last 3 and 2. Here's 1. Nice job. Same side, don't switch yet. We're gonna hinge in, back flat, and then we kick back. And so the 2 movements, they work different parts of the tricep. When I'm going overhead, that hits what's called my long head. That's what builds the beef. That's what hits the mass of that arm. This is a shaper, and it gives us that definition and symmetry that I know I want and that you want too. There's your 10. Switch sides. This is your last side, last time. We're going up. All right, let's get it. 10, 9, 7, all the way through. It's not enough to just kind of extend up. Extend all the way through and then control that weight down. Here's 3, last 2, and there's 1. All right, let's finish with your kickbacks here. We hinge forward for that tricep kickback, and think of this as your grand finale. So you don't have to hold anything back here. Now's the time to dig in, push for those results you want, because I'll tell you this much. They won't come to you. You have to take those results that you want. So we're kicking back for 4, bend, kick back 3, 2, and there's 1. Nice work. All right. So that's that big work that we all need and we finished. And if you're making it this far, that means you did a great job making it to the end. So let's shake out, let's stretch as we finish up this workout together. So we're gonna begin first with a little shoulder stretch. I love to take this arm across my body. I'm gonna reach under elbow to elbow and then just give a gentle pull in here. Make sure your chin's out of the way and take this shoulder and pack that shoulder down. You get a little bit of an extra stretch by packing the shoulder in. Shake out, switch sides. Again, pack that shoulder down. Just feeling that stretch work. It's like a reward for putting the muscles through all that stuff we just did. Shake out again. All right, so this is my right arm. I'm reaching up, opposite shoulder. Take the fingertips and a gentle pull. I think a common mistake here is to pin that chin downwards. Just keep a little gap between your chin and your chest. Then shake out, switch sides. We'll just take 2 more seconds. And 1, and then we shake some of that out. So this last one's one of my favorites. This is a chest, a little bit of a bicep helper, but the chest gets the majority of the work here. We're hands behind the back, interlock fingers, and then press the back of the hands towards the floor. I want you to shine your heart up towards the ceiling, extend those arms, and start to kind of pack those shoulders down a little bit further. Oh, and as we finish up, feeling a big sense of accomplishment, I'm here to tell you, nice work. You made it all the way to the end, so make sure you shake out, drink up some water, and I'll see you next time for more workouts with me.